So many people are still learning Korean, while some people are just trying to get started. And I know that some people don't feel confident about how their handwriting is, which is why today I'm going to show you how I went from this handwriting to this handwriting. 안녕하세요 여러분, 저는 Teni입니다. Hello everyone, my name is Teni, and as you know, my aim is to provide you a sense of community where you feel motivated to learn Korean. If you're new here, glad to have you here. Okay, let's go right into the video. Go! Okay, before we get started, let's take a look at how my handwriting was 2 years ago and how my handwriting is right now. The difference is clear, right? Okay, so the first thing I do when I started learning Korean and to improve my handwriting was to make sure that every new word that I learn, I try to write it differently. For example, if I learn the Korean name, the Korean word for name, I try to repeat writing that word repeated 20 times or 30 times. Obviously, this process is going to take much of your time, but it will help you remember that word for a longer time, and also it will help you to increase the speed of your handwriting. You won't have to be writing Korean slowly. It will help you increase the speed of your handwriting, and it's very very effective to improve your handwriting. Trust me. Second thing I do and I did is to keep a diary and to be consistent with it. I know some of you might be like, Teni, how can I keep a diary when I just started learning Korean and I don't know much? Okay, I understand for those of you that level, but for those of you that you can conjugate verbs in their present tense, past tense, you need to step up your game. You need to start using those words that you've learned in your day-to-day life. Like for instance, I cleaned the room, I went to a party, I did this, I did that. It might not be big, but you at least, even if it's just from 2 sentences every day. The third thing that I did was to check my diary and my notes at least twice in a month. That is every 2 weeks or once in a month. Okay, I know that you've been learning Korean, I know you've been writing, I know you've been keeping notes. Okay, so how will you know how your progress has been if you don't check? Me checking my diary, I can see probably where I made a mistake, or where I conjugated a verb wrongly, or where I made any kind of mistake in my notes, and I can see my progress because it will definitely be obvious. I can see the difference between when I started the first day and at that point when I'm checking the notes. And I'm not going to sit down here and tell you that handwriting is going to change in a day. No, you have to put in the work, you have to put in the effort to improve your handwriting, and it's not going to just be a day work. It's going to change over time, obviously. So just be calm with yourself, and also just be patient with yourself. It's going to change with time. As far as you put in these things, as far as you put these things into work, trust me. Okay, this time it brings us to a question someone asked me on Instagram. So by the way, if you have any question, you can ask me on Instagram. And the person said, how much can I read? I think the person is trying to know how far I've gone in Korean. And it brings me to so I decided to show you guys a video I made, and it was a self-introduction of myself in Korean, 1 minute in Korean. So let's see the video right now.
안녕하세요. 전 김지연이라고 하고요. 대학생이에요. 항상 외국어로 말하고 싶어서 한국어 배우기 시작했어요. 이제 약 5개월 정도 공부했어요. 한국어 배우는 거랑 새로운 단어 하는 거 진짜 행복해요. 내가 한국어를 배우게 된 동기는 TTMIK랑 나탈리아 가자, 방탄소년단이랑 한국어이에요. 이 사람들이 다른 언어를 배운 방식을 보면 나도 알 수 있을 것 같은 디 생겨요. 제 생각에는 한국어를 공부함으로써 제 관점이 많이 바뀐 것 같아요. 고마워요.
Okay, so I'm sure you watched the video and you saw the handwriting there. That was 5 months when I started learning Korean, and my pronunciation was not so good. I sent a voice note and my pronunciation was not so good. So I decided to make a video after my pronunciation got better, so she can see it and then she can tell me what she thinks about it. But I know it's good and you did enjoy it, right? So the video obviously shows my handwriting when I was 5 months into learning Korean, and my handwriting now, the one I showed you at the beginning of the video, it's so different, and the steps and the processes and the changes have just been there. So this brings us to the end of the video. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you're new here, so you can be notified anytime I post a new video. So that's the end, and I hope you did enjoy this video.